Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here we go, our brand new project here, which should be interesting. Everyone who tries golf falls in love with the sport. It's a bloodthirsty battle. For some, golf is a way of life. For others, it's a rise to glory. The dream is to be the best. Got it. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here we go, brand new project here. Everyone who tries golf falls in love with the sport. Oh yes, we are revisiting my childhood here. For some, golf is a way of life. Yes. All the peeps here, their dream is to be the best. And who's the best? That's right, it's Mario. Boom, here we go. Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color. I didn't think I would actually be playing two games for the Game Boy Color. But this is super fun. Hang on, let me check. Right. So no options to speed up inside the text menus here. That's not even a notification I care about. So this took a while to figure out how it should look on my thing here, and then I figured I would just do the same thing as Pokemon does, basically. So got the image for Mario Golf on there. I had to create a character slot so I could show off, so I could figure out like how it looks and all that. So that's why the shared characters here. But you got 3 files essentially to select from. There's other characters slots you can unlock, but it also comes with the playability for Mario and Luigi to go through. But if you're looking for the actual story mode, which we will be doing, we're gonna go and select one of these files here. So it's kind of like an RPG. You'll level up, gain experience, get stronger. Start by creating a new character. So each of the characters that you can choose from have slightly different stats from one another. And it's not even like the female characters are, mirrors of the male characters. Each character is actually unique in one way or fashion. Usually I play as the male character, and I play as this kid over here. However, I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to play as a female. We're actually going to play as the Sherry character here. This is more preference of left-handed or right-handed. You can just choose. So here's all the stats. This is the breakdown here. Drive is just how far you can hit, the longest distance you can go for, which is typically going to be the one wood club. Height determines your just the height of the ball, and that mostly affects like wind conditions, how much you're going to be affected by the wind. The shot, fade, or draw means of which direction is the ball going to fly when you hit it. If it's fade, it's going to curve starting towards the left. Draw means it goes to the right. I personally want that straight. And then meet area and control. So I'll explain a little bit more once we're inside the game, but that helps more of like accuracy. How well do you actually hit the ball? If it's wider and you have good control, it means you're going to hit the ball easier and it's not going to wildly spin out of control. I do need, however, water, and I found it. There we go. So we're going to select her because we're going to get to that specifics very shortly here. And let's just name ourselves the traditional. I can only fit, 7 characters? Yeah, looks like 7 characters, so I can't even fit Novalith on there. Her parents really wanted a boy. Let's just say that. Good luck. I await the day you reach the top. Back at the Marion Club. So this is the starting area, if you will, here. We have some traditional text messages to go through here. Hello, Duke. It's your first day as our student. Follow our advice and you'll be a great golfer. Now, Duke, let me introduce the club staff. I'm the pro here at Marion Club. Nice to meet you. The Golf Master Mario is the idol of all golfers. I know what it's like to want to be like Mario. If you become a pro, you may get to meet Mario. I'm the Caddy Master here at Demarion Club. I am responsible for the course and can answer questions. Look after Duke, okay? Who are you? You didn't introduce yourself, I think. Stranger danger. Use Marion's club... What is it, Marion or Marion? I'm going with Marion now. Use Marion's club's facilities to improve your game. Select Clubhouse to come here anytime. See you on the green. Alright. So this is the different play modes that you can go through. So the Clubhouse allows you to kind of explore the world, I guess. It's not like it's a very big world. Just remember, this is on the Game Boy Color here. Tournament allows you just to enter straight into a tournament rather than having to go through the Clubhouse and do that. Match games you can face against the champs, which we'll get into why that's important later on. And then you have strokes, not the actual dangerous kind of stroke here, but allows you just to pick any hole that you have been on and just practice tossing around the old golf ball. And then training is more training of, like, stroke allows you just to, like, actually play like you're playing for real. Training allows you to, like, mess up. You can reset. You can pick a place to go through. We're just going to start off at the Clubhouse. There's a couple things we can go through here. So, every time you select Clubhouse, you'll always be at this house. There's not much here you need to know. The only thing is not this room. Hang on a second. I know it's here. Ah, no, you're here. This was gotta be it. It's been a while. So we got the lounge. And then if you try to go up here, this guy's gonna stop you. If you're going up there, you better know who's who. Those are all the club champs. I'll tell you who's who. The intellectual on the right is Link's champ, Genius. Oh, I think I understand his name now. He's the best of the club champs. The stud next to him is Dune champ, Tiny, the second best. The lady is Palm champ, Grace. She's next in line. The little guy on the left is Putz. As Marion champ, he's at the bottom of the ladder. It's the whole big ladder we got here. Did you get that? Yes. If you want to be a club champ, know your rivals. So you can actually face against these guys, but we'll get into that again later on. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to try to do essentially everything. We're going to try to get be the champions of the tournament and then actually take the title of champion from the actual individuals. Let them know that we are serious business. So this is something you'll see at each of the clubs is what I like to call the golf selection courses. So this goes to the actual courses, and then there's usually training areas per se. Like you've got this one here to driving range. You can practice your stuff, and you can pretty much just pick anywhere. Press A, and it'll be like practice here, and you just go for it. You can talk to some of the peeps here sometimes. Sometimes you can't use a one wood to cause of trees and hazards. You just have to do it with a short club. Sometimes they give you advice, but what we want sometimes is to talk to some people. I'm doing iron shots. Want to watch me practice? Yes. The 1 iron, 2 iron, and wedges are used based on their distances. Irons with loft are easily affected by wind, so club selection's important. Watch, I'm aiming for the green. NorPal's enough for accurate iron shots. I'll get into the actual HUD in case you're wondering what this is all about. In Table 1, I use a 1 club lower than normal. So we can see her do the practice here. And there's the shot of what the green looks like once you actually are close enough to do that. Getting on with the 2 iron was lucky. Want to try? Yes. First choose a club, but consider the wind. Next choose your power. Is it normal fine? Okay, now swing. Okay, so let me take the moment and explain the whole HUD information here. So, top right, you can see here is the wind indicator. The wind is always shown in the cardinal direction. So right now it's going north. Anytime you go into a golf course, and it's this view in particular, it's going to show you where it's going in the cardinal directions. The blinking number with my face on it tells me what shot I'm on. So if I'm on a par 4 course, you know, I'm going to try to not have the number say 4 as much as I can. Down at the bottom, you can see there's rest, and it's measured in yards, but that's the distance to where the hole actually is, and that'll drop down to feet once we get close enough. Below that is, you can see there's a picture of the club, and then there's, you can see I have 2 iron, 3 iron, 4 iron, 5 iron, and then the numbers underneath that, the yard distance, tells you sort of the maximum distance under normal circumstances. Like if there was no wind, I'm not doing anything super crazy. You can see there's power shots by just pressing the B button. Here I have an infinite, quote-unquote, amount of power shots I can use. Once I'm in an actual like tournament or match, you have a limited amount. And then you can see there's the whole bars thing in the center. That determines your power shot and whatnot. The right side of this bottom shows the condition that the ball is in. So I'm on a tee, and then the 98 out of 100 is basically accuracy. Like how accurate is the power rating going to be? Is it going to be... It's one of those things where, like, even if I swing at full power, it might only do like 98% of that power that club delivers. Basically, you want that to be as in the 90s as much as you can. If I end up in like the deep grass, the bunkers full of sand, you'll see those numbers drop considerably and make it harder for me to go through. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just select the 2 iron, go with the tailwind here. Okay. So when you're ready, you press A and it goes to this view. I am going to quickly switch my direction here to show what happens. So when you get into this screen, it's going to show you where the wind is now in relation to where you're facing. So it's a pretty good idea of figuring out of like, you know, how spot on are you. And it is limited to the cardinal directions, not only, you know, northwest, south, and east. It's really, I think it, yeah, okay, so it does the north by northeast as well. So it really helps to narrow down, like, you know, are you actually going into the wind? Stuff like that. Pressing select allows you to see the green, and you can see I can still move around and whatnot. Helps if you are just trying to figure out like where you should put the ball exactly. You can see like there's these little arrows basically that's on the green. Like you see there's these smaller ones here. There's ones that face down this way. There's these boulder ones, I guess you could say, over here. That tells you the slope of the green. So you could see that first it starts to slope to the left, then it really slopes north, and then it actually slopes back down. So that's kind of like a little valley there. Makes it interesting. And since we're going essentially towards the hole, we're going to be using some of that. Alright, so you can see when you press A, you start this bar that goes all the way left and then comes back to that bar there. You have to hit A twice, I guess 3 times, total in order to actually do a shot. Because I'm going to try to go for full power, I'm going to try to get it all the way to the left. You can see there's like the little indentations as you go from the starting point all the way to the left. That represents basically like the first and smaller bar is 25% power, the second one is 50% power, third is 75% power, then all the way, of course, is 75% or 100% power. Wow. So that's a way to help gauge of like, you know, if you're hitting a max of 200 yards, you know that 50% is going to put the ball at about 100 yards under normal circumstances. So I use that to kind of gauge like, okay, you know, where should I go? Where should I place? Where should I stop the first bar? Regardless of where you stop, the bar will always swing all the way to the right, and it'll actually swing all the way to the left, I should say, and then it'll swing all the way to the right. So you have to stop it where you want it. And let me show that off. Alright, so we didn't get an absolute perfect shot, but that's a pretty good shot, all things considered. If we had a little more power, we could probably do it. Long iron shorts are tough. Ugh, she didn't like it. I figured not. We gotta get really close, and she always does this text thing. Okay. the other thing to show off here, and we'll get into why I'm doing this in particular here, because there is a reason. Another thing you can do is, when you hit A, you can actually hit the D-pad, and on that right, you can see where you hit the ball. There's a reason for that. If I hit left, the ball's gonna hit right and then spin, essentially, back left. So it can make for some pretty interesting trick shots. You can also, what is it? Hold, whoa, my bad. You can also hold the D-pads and it'll slice that way. When you press B, it'll show you going that way. So that's really, if you like, you use that kind of combo to get around trees or whatnot. The more important thing that we can do is if you hold it down, it's gonna make your shot go higher, so it can be affected by the wind. I'm gonna make sure I'm lining this up again because that sometimes just happens here. Actually, I'll just, there we go. Alright, I'm actually gonna hold it a little bit left. There we go. Likewise, if you hold up on the D-pad, you'll hit the top of the ball, and it's gonna make the shot smaller so that it gets less affected by the wind. The downside is that if you're hitting a lower shot, it's gonna hit the ground quicker, so you may not get full distance. Higher shots means it still technically won't reach its maximum distance, but it hits the ground later than it normally would. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna try cutting the power just a little bit, and then I'm gonna pop it up higher, like that. That's actually pretty much what I was going for. So you can see the shots changed a little bit because I also held it to the right, which was bad. She's really not gonna like that side, that shot there. I got this. It's fine. I'll do this with power shots if needs be. I wonder if you can. I'm usually not doing power shots. All right. Get a closer view so I can. All right, we're gonna cut back a little. Oh. All right, so that ended up being worse. That is the problem where you have to like figure out what's good and what's not. And this is good for me because I haven't played this game in a long time. I played this a lot though when I was younger. I know what I should be doing though. I need to go change the options. All right. This time we're gonna hold just straight down. Nope. Okay, I got it. All right, see if that does the trick now. Nope, apparently not. We just gotta get perfect shots, apparently. Alright. Nope, I don't want to practice right now. Yes, okay. Here we go. Message fast. There's a save and quit. You can only save and quit. You can't save and continue, so. But you can play to your heart's content. However, the text is much faster now, as you can see. Alright, we're gonna try for perfect shot. Nope. So when it flashes like that, it means you hit it dead on. And unfortunately with my character, she has like no height right now with the shots. So this is a little bit more trickier than I'm used to. I'm going for full power, baby. Alright. Purposely cut it back, see what happens with that. See, that's better, but I don't think it's close enough to where she wants it to be. Not at 6 yards, at the very least. Alright, I'm going for it. Full power. Or just about... Oh, gosh. That is full power. I was actually going to try to make it just wait a little bit, but... Yep. And ironically, I probably would prefer that shot over the other shots. Alright, I'm gonna actually give up on her. I need a little bit more power. No, tell me what I need for a good shot. The plan of attack. Got it. Now I want to speak to this guy. Yes, okay. The more strategic the course, the sharper your aim should be on the tee shot. Even if the fairway seems open, you have to know your target. Thinking in real terms, my second shot should land here, but if I want to use this tailwind, I should hit high. First, choose a club. On a 4 or 5 par, a 1 wood should be fine for me, especially for driving. I gain distance with a power shot, so I'll use that. That's what I was trying to use. So power shots just naturally add a little bit more, but if you can pull off the perfect shot like that, it actually will go a little bit further. And then of course, tailwind and all that. Had he not been landing on that hill, he probably actually would have hit like 230-ish. Now I'm just a regular 200 yards. Alright. Alright, I hit the accuracy right, so that's not bad. Yeah, if I had just a little bit more power, you could see I didn't quite make 220. Try for more accuracy. So he wants a perfect shot too. And the timing can be just a little bit rough. I need to nail that power thing again. This is brilliant. Anyway, so I guess I'm not gonna show it off, but if you successfully do stuff, you earn experience points for it. Approach stuff, though, I can handle. Whew. Got a lot of stuff to show off here. Want me to teach you? Yes. Running is easier when there are obstacles within 60 yards of the green. Use a 3 iron to 9 iron to approach the green. When aiming for the pin from a clear spot, use run. First choose an approach, then a club. Use a 5 iron to carry the ball to the green and roll it. Alright, yes, yes. So you can see he's backing up quite a bit. So when you get closer to the green, you're going to have more options. Yes, I want to try. First choose an approach, choose a club, and shoot. Alright, so you can see pressing B, instead of doing the power shots, now I have approach shots. Green allows me to do like 30 yards, blue does the 60 yards, and then regular yards. It doesn't matter which club you choose for the approach shots, it just does. It's just the same. There's the reason why you would choose a different shot is figuring out how the wind would work. Otherwise, you're perfectly fine with what it gives us. I'm actually going to go with green, and then just a little bit higher above the 50% mark. Just like that. See, I pulled that just fine. See, now he's all happy. You got the idea, try putting spin on it too. So I've earned 25 experience points, which allows me to level up. So you get to put it into one of these things, and it'll show you if there is any change or whatnot. You can see with the height, it actually goes lower. I actually don't want that. I actually prefer leaning towards the medium-high shots. So I'm going to put some points into drive. Now, what's important is that every single level up might slowly change the stats to eventually where you'll see a stat, quote-unquote, decrease. We'll get more into that later. But that's what I was trying to show off back here. It took a couple moments. But you can practice all you want with these things. This is the, putting range. So it's a great idea to get started there and do all that. But I will end this video here. I know it's a little bit boring. There's a lot of things to cover in Mario Golf. But we'll have more to talk about, and I will do a tournament here next time. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to show this off. It's a good childhood memory here, and I think this will be a fun project. I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.